Hell no!
Okay. What?
It looked weird enough in the episode. Do you know how weird it looks doing right here in the real world? I mean, seriously, when Hiccup did it, it looked like he was posing for an album cover. Not to say that it actually was an album cover, but still, you get what I'm saying.
But it was hilarious.
I will admit it was, but still, it made me. It was just uncomfortable. You were in my personal space.
Calm down, buddy. Calm down. But okay, the title of this episode. DreamWorks, you need to work on your creativity with your titles. Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. If you didn't read like the opening title, like that's right above you, or in the video, and you're just enjoying the music, which I can understand. It's pretty good music. This title is called Free Scaldy. What, did you hate the movie?
No, it's just you can. Do you really have to reference movies, guys? Really. I know you're under the awesomeness of Steven Spielberg and all the wonderful wisdom, but
Steven Spielberg didn't make.
I know he didn't make it, but still, I know you got plenty of movies you may worship, you may get inspiration from, and all that good stuff, but. Still, you can make titles that don't reflect them.
Alright, well, at least the good thing about it is that they didn't follow plot for plot the whole movie, really.
Yeah, but just by reading the title...
At least they didn't do the whole stupid jumping over the rock bed, with the kid's hand up shouting, yeah!
I was expecting that, actually. But seriously, dear. Just by reading that title, I knew what it was going to be about.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard not to. But in a surprising turn of events, it was actually pretty good.
It was. It was actually like Zipple Back Down 2.0.
Yes.
Since Zipple Back Down was more about Tough Nut training a wild dragon, this one was more about Rough Nut training a wild dragon.
Yes, and honestly, it was interesting because the dragon of choice, a Skulldrin.
Yeah, which is kind of weird. Tough Nut gets a Typhoomerang, which is a Stoker class dragon.
Yeah.
Rough Nut gets a Skulldrin, a Tidal class dragon, being fire and water.
Polar opposites?
Polar opposites, trying to show that they are separate beings, kind of like what was established in Twin Sanity.
Yeah, but honestly, there's actually pretty good moments in this one, especially now. I want to know if these guys will prove me wrong, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to jump the gun here. We'll tell you in a bit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like they're on what? Screaming Death Patrol?
Yes, they're on Screaming Death Patrol.
Why? It was like, did you hear the screams? I'm kind of curious because episode prior they were focused on Dagger.
True.
So what shifted? Like, what? It's like, oh god, there's a Screaming Death out there. We should switch our focus.
I don't know. I try not to focus too much on it because then my brain will hurt.
My brain's already hurting.
All right, so. They haven't found the Screaming Death yet. They separated into two teams. It's
Team Astrid,
Hiccup, Fishlegs, and the twins in one team, and Astrid and Snotlout in another. So,
yeah, it goes about as well as you can think.
Yeah, I don't understand why is Hiccup so adamant of not being close to Astrid.
I don't know. The hell. Sorry.
And Snotlout just being the opportunistic optimist and idiotic person that he is, really thinks that it's fate trying to tell us that we should be together.
Until she breaks his arm.
No, he still follows her.
No, I was kind of hoping she dislocated his arm, and he was just trying to use his one arm to fly a dragon while his other arm's just limping there.
I think maybe parents would have complained about that. It's actual breaking bones.
Yeah, but we didn't complain about Bugs Bunny hurting other animals.
Yeah, but that was back in the 50s.
When we actually had a sense of humor?
And things weren't as PC. Although also back in the days we weren't quite as open-minded about other races either.
Touche.
So, alright, so the Hiccups team eventually comes to Change Wing Island, and again, going back to the whole walls full of note cards that I'm pretty sure the series have, although they must forget about them in some episodes that they write.
Yeah.
Fish Legs is just frightened to go to that island, and for good reason.
Frightened? Talk about pissing his pants.
Yeah. So, but they hear a roar that doesn't really belong there, and it turns out to be a Skulldrin.
And if you don't know what a Skulldrin is, it's a, as he mentioned before, a water-based dragon.
No, we saw the Skulldrin before. It was in Dragonflower.
Yeah, but we didn't get to see it that much, now did we?
We saw its face. We saw its head.
Yeah, only its head, but we didn't get really much, more than, 5 minutes? 10?
Well, yeah, but it was enough.
What I'm getting at is, this is giving us a more in-depth of the Skulldrin.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we saw what it looks like.
Yeah, pretty much. But, yeah, this gives us more about what the Skulldrin, not what it's all about, but how it acts? No.
Its behavior, I guess?
Yes, more or less its behavior. And, yeah. Boiling with hot water is not your friend.
Yeah. So, this Skulldrin is trapped on land because it has one of its wings is crushed under rocks. And rather than, blasting it off, which would kind of be easier, yeah. I think it's because we are contractually obligated for the whole episode.
Yeah, seriously. Is it really that hard to... Two-Foot is, impeccable aiming?
Yeah, very accurate aiming, and also, I'm pretty sure he's a good judge of how powerful his blasts are.
Yeah, I mean, granted, he hits a lot of things and they don't die. Mm-hmm. I still think that's very inconsistent with how Stoic died.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, try not to get into a debate. We go off and on these tangents.
I know, but hey, that makes us.
I know. Alright, so, yeah, they don't want to risk hurting the Skulldrin any further, but then again, I'm kind of willing to overlook the, excuse me, the convenience, because we kind of got, some development, with Rough Nut?
Yeah, well, we got more Tough Nut than Rough Nut at this point.
You do know who Tough Nut is, right?
Tough Nut.
You do know which one is Tough Nut, right?
The boy.
Okay. How so, then?
Let's see. We had more focus on him. He went undercover. Rough Nut didn't really do much.
Right, but I'm saying that this episode was a little more focused on
Yeah, that's
Rough
what I'm
Nut.
saying. It's and until now, it was mostly the Tough Nut.
Yes. Okay.
So... Yes, so the guys are trying to help out the dragon, and the dragon's not accepting his help, none whatsoever. Mm-hmm. And he tries blasting them with boiling hot water. And they explode? She fell forward towards the dragon. Hmm. And it didn't eat her, thankfully, because that thing could eat her whole.
Yeah, we see later that it's actually true.
Yeah, it roared, and I pause it. Holy shit! it could actually gobble her.
Yeah. Right, but it seems to be very interested in her hair, and Tough Nut reveals that she puts fish oil in her head.
I lost that. He's like, Hiccup was like, what?
Boy, do I know that you lost it.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, but Hiccup was like, Rough Nut, do you put fish oil in your hair? Duh! I'm like, no, seriously, that vocal change in her voice was so out of place. It was like, no, I was expecting a Rough Nut to be in her typical Rough Nut voice, but that was not what I was expecting for a duh. I felt like that was like, you're expecting Tinker to go, no, and it went, it was more like that. I was like,
so it turns out that the Skulldrin likes the smell of her hair, and Fishlegs says that maybe because it reminds him of home. And finally, we're finally finding out that one special's place in this whole continuity, and that was how Skulldrins love to be reminded of their home. Like, you douse yourself with water. And it's the Book of Dragons, the one.
Yeah.
And this is the one that says that Whispering Deaths love to have their teeth cleaned, and not a single episode involving the Whispering Deaths have shown that.
Yeah.
It pick
and chooses, really.
Pick and choose. I'm starting to think that maybe Book of Dragons really has no place in this series continuity.
Then again, it's written by prior experience.
By prior experience?
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
No, but it came out before this series, and before the series even aired.
Yeah. Like, wasn't it like in the movie too? Wasn't it in the original movie?
No.
I thought it was.
No.
How do you know about the dragons? Like, they had information about the dragon. That's what I thought the Book of Dragons was.
No, it's the special Book of Dragons that shows the detail of how, that shows Berk, Gobber's great-grandfather.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a special. It's kind of like Legend of the Bone Napper.
All right. But, no. Get back on track.
Yeah.
Anyways. So, yeah. The dragon is now sort of liking Rough Nut, and Hiccup has to reteach her how to bond a dragon.
Because the twins have not paid attention at all.
Wait, those are actually classes?
God, they're so lucky that they're not taking classes in modern times. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it past kindergarten. So yeah, they have to... Sorry, easily distracted. Yeah, so as you said, Hiccup has to reteach them how to bond with the dragon, and that kind of leads us
to interesting moments.
Not an interesting moment, just one of the funny moments. One that I think is just stupid and hilarious at the same time. Stupid in that Hiccup has to show her how to make the bond with the dragon.
The moment of truth, actually.
Yeah, the moment of truth, as he calls it. By reenacting exactly what he did when he bonded with Toothless. That includes extending your hand and looking away. And I'm not, are you posing for an album cover or something?
And then to finish it off, Fishlegs goes like this.
Fishlegs the one that is that nuzzle. Okay, and that's kind of what makes it up for the kind of cheesy, melodramatic, that I feel like that moment, it felt so melodramatic.
And you even hear the music break.
Yeah.
That just made it better.
I don't think it didn't so much break as, zipped.
Well, something happened because it was going the beautiful music all the time.
Yeah. And, and Toothless, he was like, hey, what you doing?
He's like, that's my hand, Bubba.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that was priceless. But no, oh my god, the name. They had to figure out a name to give it.
It's like, please don't kill me.
That's your first name? Really? Wow, that's
How about something a little more positive? How about Scalding Pain of Death, the dragon? So,
I love the twins.
I know. But no, they settle on Scaldy. Really?
Which is pretty good. Pretty nice, actually. So, anyways, so now problem, because they're trying to befriend this dragon, it attracted some attention.
Yes, its loud roars have alerted the presence of the protective changelings. Yeah,
Territorial invisible dragons are not fun.
Acid spewing.
That too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so honestly, I thought that they would appear like right in the first act, really, and that would be used to help establish trust between the writers and the Skulldrin.
Kind of like how Tornado and the demonic Pumbas.
Yes.
No, if Bond was established that easily, might as well hand them out like candy.
Alright, but no, it kind of builds up to it.
I'm actually kind of glad about that. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like the predictable protect the dragon, get the trust.
Mm-hmm.
And
so I gotta think. Really, I don't think we need to go any further than that. We're kind of just stalling for time, really.
No, we haven't explained the other part.
Yeah, the other part is that. What about the little subplot, like with Snotlout and Astrid?
Yeah, that. Okay. So, no, for the whole entire first and second season, Snotlout has been hitting on Astrid. I don't think he ever expected what would happen if Astrid hit back. Not like physically.
Yes. No. Yeah. Flirt back, actually.
Yes.
And oh my god, it is. It's hilarious in how out of character it really is for Astrid.
Yes, and Snotlout's scared.
I know. I really love situations when the characters somehow go out of character, and it's just used for comedic purposes. Really. So,
I don't get it. He was trying to flirt with her, and this is not what he wanted. To return affection. She was trying. She was doing that, if you can call it that. But he was scared of it.
I really don't. I don't know. Maybe he's that kind of. Maybe Snotlout is that kind of person that he knows that he can't have Astrid, so it's like this,
mentality.
Yeah. So I know I'm not gonna have you, but I want you. Oh my god, I don't want her anymore.
But yeah, that was an awesome subplot. And mind you, that was only for a few minutes when they're out patrolling for changelings to protect that dragon. And mind you, the best... Now, this is going to be testing me because I'm going to be looking for this next episode.
Yeah, alright. Well, we'll get to that. They are able to remove the rocks from the Scauldrin.
Oh god!
From Scaldy.
That nursery rhyme. That song. That song. Oh!
Okay, let's just say, for the sake of argument, that Vikings really did sing lullabies to their kids. Would they really sing songs that involve
rusty knives,
decapitations, stabbings? Really, I know these are barbaric times, but I really do kind of think that would happen. And
well, then again, we have what was it? The nursery rhymes about London bridges falling down, and all the Black Death.
Yeah, but at least it wasn't.
It was disguised.
It was disguised very cleverly.
Yes, this is not. Good God! Stab your eye out with a rusty knife.
But it's Roughnut singing a lullaby to a dragon.
That made it more hilarious.
I know. All right. So when they do remove the rocks, they do remove the rocks from the ring. The wing. Jeez, I just went Elmer Fudd. The rocks from the wing. Its wing is broken. So
they now have to do a giant sling of sorts.
Splint. A giant splint of tree trunks and vines, and even the rope. Rope from the bolas, and it just reminded me of how Tough Nut was trying to open Hiccup's shield. It's very fast, but good. Sometimes comedy doesn't need to be slow. It just has to be like, wait, what the heck just happened?
And that's not just once; it's twice.
Yes, yeah. Although I gotta say, the first time was better.
Yeah.
So
now that we have our splint and we now have changelings on the way,
more change wings,
we have a problem. The classical problem: the rope's too short.
Yep. And in kind of what is an emotional moment, there is the option that they'll have to leave the Skulldrin and leave it to die. Actually,
yeah.
And
Roughnut looked really hurt. And I was like, oh.
Even the Skulldrin seemed to even accept its fate at one point. He's trying to push her away.
Yeah. That just... Damn.
I know. But in just another one of those rare moments of brilliance that they have, Roughnut comes up with an idea.
Yeah. And I honestly thought it was great. She used her hair to connect the ropes. She now looks like Ellen DeGeneres.
With Bruce Campbell's chin.
So she has short hair, and I'm going to watch that next episode to see if it instantly grows back.
I really don't think it would, because then that would just be too... That would probably be too expensive for the animators, because then now they gotta draw another rendering of a design for Roughnut.
Yeah, but I can dream.
Yeah.
I mean, good God, why go all that effort to make this emotional if you're just gonna status quo restored?
You can't always get what you want.
I know that, but still, I would like to see it. I said liked. And if they prove me wrong, we'll spend $5.
No. Well, actually, I think I have enough for $5. Okay. Fine, it's gonna be on YouTube now.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, $5.
$5 says that Roughnut's hair will go back to the normal at the very beginning of the next episode.
All right.
All right. So yeah, it was very surprising when we saw Roughnut's hair like that.
Yeah.
I mean, when I saw it, I was like, whoa! Serious. But yeah, we got okay. There's usually a pattern in TV series. You have a serious episode, then you have a breather episode, and then you go back to another serious episode. Free Scaldy was
semi-serious.
Semi-serious. It had a lot of heart, really.
Yeah. I guess that's why I liked it, actually. Yeah. It had heart with comedy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just plain comedy, like the last one. But honestly, I think the format is better when you have drama and comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Than just all comedy and just...
Yeah, and just all drama, really.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got nothing left for this.
I got nothing left for this. That's my opinion.
Alright. So, yeah, that is the end for the free Scaldy vlog. We'll see you next time.
And who will get the $5?